with more Rogue Trader. Started last night. So far, so good. Upper decks, huh? What was that? What is it called? Aladdin Dream Deck? That thing for the NES? The Aladdin Deck Enhancer? Yeah. Something about a double decker, an upper decker. The Aladdin Deck Enhancer. Oh, what a scam, Lamau. Let's see. The store does not budge. It's got flesh entangling it. Alright, so this is not meant to move. Don't keep the master waiting. So what's going on in here? 1, 2. Someone's shooting here. I cannot see. I will assume there's 2 people there. And it just showed a glitched image. Why the fuck were they way the fuck back there? Fuck that. I'm not... That's bullshit. I'm not starting a battle like that. That makes no sense. Okay, it does make sense. I need to have all them selected like a RTS. See how there's someone like sitting on a throne? Who is that? They have monster feet. Is that our navigator? Dira's abilities. She's a psyker and an operative. As an operative, she can study opponents to identify weaknesses. Her psyker abilities allow her to deal damage to them. Analyze enemies is an operative ability which applies exploit effect. If the operative hits a target with an exploit stack, the attack deals plus 5x perception bonus percentage more damage. How do I know what the perception is? The damage is also increased by 10% for each exploit on the target. The attack removes all exploits. Okay. Hologram. You can use the hologram to gauge the effectiveness of your intended actions. Charge doesn't work.
Nothing I can't.
Critical.
Follow my lead. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Indeed. Target Wells. At your beck and call. One fewer target.
What's the range on this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
On it.
The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with the throne. You see pink parchment-like skin stretched between seat and limbs that have too many joints for a normal human. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the 2 dark, gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut, with 2 ordinary eyes, as well as the 3rd one that sits in the center of its forehead. Wrong with him? Approach. Address. Hey, are you alive? He's not gonna respond. The time is short to do what? Are you alright? You are in need of help? Let's get you out of that chair. These are all stupid questions. Our time is short to do what?
It's not his.
Nadira's scream is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the navigator succumbing to the paroxysms of corruption. Alright, so so far, by and large, This is a Warhammer version of Path Divinity Original Sin. Like, very, very, very similar. I mean, completely different game. But the
awaits.
interface and the rules and everything. Can I open this now? Does not budge. Okay, so let's work our way back down here, I suppose. No? Okay, it was in here I was supposed to go somewhere? I just... dumb, blind... Okay, so not that door. Not this door. Oh. Okay, there's an exit icon. I did not see that. Collecting loot. Defeated enemies have loot. Oh yeah. Collect all. So wait, when I select leave area, it collects all loot for me? Alright. This is where they're staging the counterattack, no? Where's the any key?
Your ship's as over for you.
Please.
A sister and ventriloquist.
Somebody shoot.
Thank you.
I shall betray.
I love whoever this
You would
is.
protect us.
I'm in love. Argenta. A white-haired warrior turns to face you. Her dark eyes blazing, the weapon quivers in her hand, and from it seems she's not going to stop.
Are all the forces we can muster.
Zibol. Lord Captain's heir. Who are you to be so brazen? I shall introduce myself. No, I'll introduce myself.
Now is not the ship is under attack by heretics.
I'm no traitor. There's no time for talk.
Fire down upon each and every.
What is a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitatis doing aboard a rogue trader ship? Your orders serve the ecclesiarchy, do they not?
And that story deserves its own.
Okay, fair.
Enough idle face.
I've been telling people that for years and years. Say, I am neither late nor early, but arrive precisely when I intend to. And wherever I am who I need to be at that point. And just like her. What's people with you? What's happening? We must get to the main hall.
Through the destroy this heresy.
Not like selling another real gun. Technomat? Like a DDR pad?
Darkness.
Yes, I love this chick. In combat, a character may need to use different types of weapons, which can be prepared in advance. Prepare different sets. To switch, press X. Swapping does not cost action points. So this is 3 to 4, 3 to 5. Recurrent X is 5-7. Cannot use that. These are still 5-7, the exact same X. Oh, I see. Can't dual wield, can I? Shit, I look like a fucking... Well, what about him? Does he get a penalty if he dual wields? I can't fire at close combat range. Ooh, 60. Las pistol is 6 to 8, so these guns we have are fucking garbo. Like, okay, we got them from cultists, so they're probably equivalent to pipe pistols from Fallout. Some of those are kind of strong. They're probably shittier than that. Oh yeah, I'm in love. Look at her confident, cocky little grin. I didn't mean for it to look like that. But it does. Lol. And, what am I doing? Faster. Who's the one that turns you down faster? Oh, large enough for a person to get through.
Stand in.
Large enough for a person to get through. Door's closed, but the lock is intact. It can probably be opened with the right tool. Right tool? Well, I just sent a bunch of stuff to my convoy, which I have no idea how to access just from where I am. Sorter, no sorting. She looks like someone. I can't think of it. Not like her portrait. This model looks different. Goods? Is there a tool in here? Set of icons. Plus 22% ranged weaponry cargo. Rate of trank injectors. Goes to Abelard. Abelard. Equipping weapons. You received a new, more efficient weapon for your character. To upgrade, go into inventory. 7 to 9. 7 to 11. Shield bash, damage 8. That's probably going to do more damage than the fucking axe. Because of my strength and toughness bonus. Shields allow wielder to block attacks. The first use of a shield attack in a turn costs 1 AP less. 7 to 9. 5 to 7. Looks pretty fucking dope. The generators hum softly. When you draw closer, your skin begins to tingle from stress. But what did I do to change that? What the fuck? I just come? Hey, you are gonna zap the shit out of these 3 motherfuckers. You are charging in from here. You are charging in extremely high initiative. Going to start softening up these boys on the right. Argenta is the warrior, sisters of battle, and a soldier. She's an expert with burst, ranged weapons, and weapons that deal AoE. Another of Argenta's strengths is her mobility. Run and gun is a unique soldier ability used and it grants a... The soldier will suffer a -10 penalty to ballistic skill for this attack. Run and gun also allows the soldier to perform 1 additional attack, which is handy if you want to make more than 1 attack. Revel in Slaughter, or in Revels in Laughter, is a soldier ability that can be used once for each 3 enemies a soldier kills. Each activation of the ability increases the ballistic skill, critical hit, and critical damage as effect stacks till the end of next combat. Certain types of weapons let you make burst attacks. When performing a melee burst attack, the character makes several strikes against a single target. If the first strike hits the target, all subsequent strikes automatically hit. If the first strike is dodged or parried, all other strikes are dodged or parried. When performing a ranged burst attack, the character fires several successive shots. These shots are concentrated in the center of the selected attack cone, therefore the more enemies there are in the center. Okay. Burst shots can hit allies, got it. Okay, so we're talking cones, huh? Fuck you. Take that.
There's powers. Guides me.
Are my guys good? Or do these guys suck? Types of cover. Full and partial cover gives you opportunity to avoid attacks. Full cover, indicated by skull and shield, reduces to hit by 60. Partial is 35. At the same time, the chance to hit the character behind cover may vary depending. Some cover can be destroyed. Destructible cover has durability bar above it. Single shots can penetrate through any cover. Okay. Stalwart defense. All enemies within the area. Wielder makes within the AoE and immediate. Until the end of the next turn, wielder gains 50% block against first attack. Not great to hits. 71. Still not great to hit.
The Emperor commands.
My duty.
Here comes reinforcements.
Chaos.
They go for the weakest, huh?
I know what it's to come. I've never felt pain.
Well, I gotta stop zapping myself. Target's too close, huh? That's too bad. I undo my last move.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Double hell yeah. Guess I'm used to getting my ass whooped in games like this. Like big time. Oh, Fisher, Fisher. That's pretty dope that they have a collect all. It's usually like a mod. Okay, well, let's look here, I guess. Skill tests with items. In order to open locked doors, clear rubble, force machine spirits, and overcome other challenges, you can also use consumable. To open the door in front of you, use a melt charge. On a successful demolition skill test, the door will be blown apart, allowing you to proceed. Cogitator silent. Cogitator. Skill tests and interactions with environment. To open a door, click on the icon above the cogitator. The character with the highest logic will make the skill test. Your character is about to make a logic test. In dialogue and during exploration, will make various skill tests. The success is I'm assuming these are all materials. And gauntlets. Wear gains +3 bonus to tech use. That's it. No armor. Yeah, let's have
Doubt is
agility is 45. Door leading to the promenade is sealed shut. Helmet. +5 armor. Okay, so the cost of a melt charge got us a helmet. For the boss, yeah? They all got level ups. Okay, well, we're leveling up. Available skills. Same thing. She gets exposed weakness. Remove all exploits. Soldier. Revel in laughter. The soldier immediately removes the winded effect. Till the end of combat, the soldier gains ballistic crit and hit chance bonuses. This ability is easy enough. The roar of flames rings in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from scorching heat. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms, surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming. And then you see a figure walk through the fire toward you. The expression is calm, terrifyingly so for someone whose body is engulfed in inferno. One of her hand on the hilt of her power sword, the other's raised in a gesture that's not her. Told you. This is impossible. Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer. That answer can be nothing other than acceptance. Convictions.
what are we waiting for?
Sometimes your character will have to make tough decisions based on their values, interests, and goals. Such decisions affect their convictions. This can develop in 3 directions: dogmatic, iconoclast, and heretical. Each includes 5 ranks. The higher the rank, the more zealously the character follows their conviction, and the more noticeably the world around them reacts to their actions and decisions. Promotion through the ranks of each of these 3 directions opens up access to new dialogues, lines of defense, and abilities, and also changes the attitude of others towards your character. Also, some items can only be equipped by characters with certain convictions. One of the conviction branches reaches rank 3, votary, it becomes the character's main focus. When that happens, the other 2 conviction branches cannot be raised above rank 2, adherent. Your character's allies have convictions of their own as well. The Emperor, okay, walk through the fire, accept offer for help, get people off the bridge. I'm walking through the fire. Thousands of needles pierce your consciousness but are powerless to stop you. You take a step forward and the illusion breaks. A wave of excruciating pain crashes over you and Theodora's voice fades into the firestorm. You hear the voices and your companions calling you from behind, and the screams of the weak dying in the blinding inferno, the harrowing pyre, the all-consuming storm releases as you step out. Barely able to stay on your feet, blood is pounding in your ears, drowning out the world around you. Your eyes, caked in soot and burnt eyelashes, refuse to free from the flames. You take 2 more steps before collapsing. The rush of blood in your temples and the horrible pain all over your scorched body clouds your mind, before suddenly retreating as if driven away by some mighty will. A new strength spreads throughout your veins, and despite the wounds, your body is once more ready for trials and struggle. You can open your eyes and see a glow with warm light before you, Quilla, the sacred symbol of the Imperium. In the next moment, you are struck with another realization, a repulsive presence, one that has plagued your mind since Void fear worn gone. The fire seems to have burned the entity away without a trace. Behind Argenta, you see Adira, the last doubled over in a fit of nausea. The rest of the people who were following you have withered away in the fire that continues to. The Emperor protects. Did you see that? You're still alive.
Whatever it was, its path opened behind you. These, if there had been no...
Rise and stand tall. No element holds power over the righteous. Dismiss the help. Feel fine. Allow Abelard to help you. Admittedly, I've been better. Help grow with righteousness. Even if you are anticipating another wave of pain, it does not come. Your muscles feel strong and your limbs obey without fail. And yet, deep inside, somewhere next to your heart and stomach, you feel a certain tension akin to that of a taut string. You are at your limit. Be it adrenaline or the strength of your faith, it will not carry you much further. I hurried here to join forces with you and the others. It's time to push the heretics back. It was the only way. I loathe being late for an engagement. My faith keeps me upright. Succeeded. Edelthrad does not seem to have changed since you first met, but only at first glance. His face has taken on a strange hue. The skin of his temples appears scaled, and his voice now has an uncanny, screeching quality. These are not traces of fatigue and stress. It's like his body has begun to mutate, a consequence of contact with the warp. Gain 20 experience. You're not in the best shape yourself. My faith keeps me upright. You're not in the best shape yourself, Edelthrad. My faith keeps me upright with a weapon in my hand. That is all that matters. I can fight, at least for the time being. They certainly are ugly. I'd rather sit this one out while you lot deal with the heretics. Alright, I will go to Theodore's chambers. I'm ready for the assault on the bridge. It's the wise thing would be the assault on the bridge. Right. And I wasn't opposed to that. I said what I said because I assumed that Lady would already be here with us, should she want and or be capable of doing so. And her being the strongest with the strongest militant character on this ship already not being here, she's choosing to stay where she's at. So why would I go to her quarters, waste my time and energy? See what I'm saying? Well, I'm not begging anyone to do anything. This is her ship and her crew. She knows better than to turtle up in her quarters. Reach the secret lift. This way, question mark? Right. Let's grab whatever this is. Consecrated Promethium. Alright, more materials. What is this? Lex Mechanics Goggles, +3 logic. Machine Right set. Collect the remaining trophies. You're going to stumble upon some rumors from time to time. Whether to check their credibility or leave them be is... Reach the secret lift and find Theodore. Mort. Helmet of the Devoted Protector. This helmet grants us wearer immunity to enemy critical hits for the first 3 rounds of combat. Yeah, I don't think I'm not sure if anyone is dogmatic. Rogue Trader's Cloak. Grants +5 fellowship for each enemy in a 2-cell radius. You can open the character menu to see which conviction your character follows. Note that both your character and companions have their own conviction. Does that mean I can wear this? Don't want to cover up her pretty hair, but... Theodore von Valencius's body is sprawled on a large blood-drenched desk. The Archmilitant's corpse, still clutching a weapon, is slumped against one of the bulkheads.
Emperor.
Almost certainly. I doubt it. Say nothing.
How could Mort have failed her so terribly?
Examine the body. You lean closer to the body. The cause of death is apparent. What ended the rogue trader's life with an auto pistol shot. An extraordinarily accurate one at that. Theodore's face bears an expression of surprise, the last emotions you experience. Something on the floor catches your eye. A heap of blood-splattered parchments and scrolls that must have fallen off the desk. As you lean down for a closer look, you notice something else. Small shards of glass scattered on the floor. Adira, would you try touching Theodora? No. Examine the body? No. Adira, what do these shards tell you? Inspect the papers. Reports, accounts, dispatches. You go over scrolls till you stumble upon a document that is starkly different. It's handwritten letter signed with the initials XC. And a seal with a symbol that vaguely familiar to you. And sends a shiver down my spine. The author of this letter, addressed to Theodore von Valentius, signed it with the seal of one of the holy ordos of the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunt heretics, Xenos, and other enemies. Dear, would you try An auto pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and furniture around with blood, brains, and skull. The safety on the weapon is off. The killer must have... It's difficult to say what was broken. The object fell on the floor, and that's as much as you can ascertain. Upon closer examination, the shards appear iridescent, rather apparent, as if they had been submerged in Prometheus. So, are we losing Adira because she wants to investigate the murder?
The Emperor is with
What
us!
is this? Combat servitor? What's he got? A flamethrower or a pyroclastic thing? Okay, that could be a problem. Okay, she's charging. Abelard is first. My waifu. No, she doesn't need to hide. Heavily damaged. Its damage, hit chance, and wounds are great. Okay, let's rethink this for a sec. So we can send Adira directly in here without any friendly fire. She's actually just gonna move. Light and medium armor. You have obtained heavy armor. Heavy armor provides the ability to deflect damage. Deflection is unique. Stat that reduces damage taken by the specified flat amount. Heavy armor has a higher armor rating than medium and light, but usually making it harder to dodge. Only characters with heavy armor proficiency
Reduced to dust!
charge in on this one. Alright, and then we're gonna do our bulwark, and we're gonna... You will encounter enemies with various abilities and features. An icon next to an enemy's portrait indicates they're under influence of some kind of effect. Right-click on the icon to see more details. If you wish to learn about an enemy, right-click on their portrait.
Doubt is for the weak.
You suck. Double suck.
Be gone.
Wow, that was a big shot. I'm glad it was a dodge. Hell yeah. Bad bitch.
I'll do it. Patience has failed me.
I've seen worse battles than this in my...
Shooting Hoss. Daring Breach. The warrior immediately restores AP and MP and gets +4 MP until end of turn. They do not lose MP after. Warrior has no limit on melee weapon attacks this turn. How does that work? That sounds broken. I think I would go with the over Epicenter. Epicenter, you have to be attacked. Thick skin, you get regardless. Notice Contempt. Double attacks is +5 damage. Desolation's quite strong. I prefer Toughness. Dismantling attack. Operative immediately inflicts 1 exploit on all enemies that makes a free attack against a target. Till the end of combat, the target of this attack suffers -30 penalty to armor, dodge, block. Fresh target. When op attacks an enemy that is at full wounds, 14% damage. Exposed weakness costs 0 action points. Whenever op triggers an exploit on the enemy, gain +1 damage and +2 AP until end of combat. Only applies to first strike or projectiles. Exposed weakness also reduces enemies' toughness and willpower by 9 for 1 round. Fresh target for Adira. Firearm mastery. The soldier gains the ability to make a number of extra attacks equal to their weapon's rate of fire, minimum 2, using the weapon attack that normally costs at least AP. These attacks do not spend AP until end of soldier's turn. Their first attack against each new enemy automatically scores a critical. The soldier immediately reloads their current weapon. It's camaraderie. For each adjacent ally, +9 damage. However, efficiency is increased by 10%. Or 20%. FU. Whenever the soldier deals damage, their critical damage is increased by 1%. After the soldier deals damage to 3 different enemies, the soldier gains 18% more damage for their next attack. So it's just 1 bonus attack per 3 enemies hit. Reloading costs 2 less AP. The first reload in combat does not cost AP. Well, how many shots before she has to reload? Soldier gets +8 critical chance. This bonus is double against enemies from which the soldier is protected by cover. Rate of fire 4. Does this weapon need to be reloaded? Max ammo 14. Exploit surroundings.
I am at your service. When 'tis not fit for a servant.
Grace of the Oblivious. It's identical to what she has equipped. She's got a las pistol equipped already. 5 to 7. 6 to 8. The wearer gains +5 toughness if their intelligence is less than their intelligence is 30. Kind of building her up to be a tank. Tank with sandals on. Is that it? Do we loot everybody? Captain will not be joining us. Didn't say that, but yes. And if you put that together from her not being here, then you should automatically know that she's ED, right? I forbid you the very thought of yielding. Only by resigning to your fate will you truly suffer defeat. The ship can still be steered out of the warp. We must first restore communication between the bridge and the navigator's sanctum. Perhaps the warp does not have to be the end, so...
Right to bow our heads.
Pretty sure that was a female. No, it's a male. You can see Kunrad Voigtveer clearly in the gloom of the bridge. The broken blade he is holding is stained with dark drops that seem to have bites his knuckle, desperately thinking. You see a wave ripple across the whites of Ethelthrad's eyes, and they begin to turn a sickly yellow. Draw your weapon, Voigtveer. You cur. The rogue trader's death will be avenged. To Ethelthrad. That complicates things. To the party, ready your weapons. If we die this day, let us die with honor.
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
That's not good. Great. Exactly what I wanted to happen. Thanks, Edeltard. Natural armor. This creature's armor depends on the amount of its wounds. If it has more than 70%, it has 55, 40, and then 25. Also, it always suffers 20% toxic and fire damage. It's weak. Cost 0 AP. And we got... I mean, these guys do so little damage, it almost doesn't even matter. Only thing that really matters right now is the ball, yeah? Enemy status. You encounter enemies with abilities and features. An icon next to their name. Yeah, I already... Okay, so let's charge right in. Oh. Veil degradation.
As the Emperor, each strike is a pro. Anything else?
Nice. Momentum. To use abilities called heroic acts or desperate measures, momentum is required. Depending on the actions of your party, the momentum bar will increase or decrease. A high momentum value allows a character to use a heroic act. A low value grants access to desperate measures. Both abilities can completely change the course of battle, but every party member can either use one or the other only once in combat. Charge. Hit him again. If I cleave, does he get double damage? No.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Ruinous powers!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now where were we?
At your beck and call. And duty go hand in hand.
So what? Am I on the? What happened to her? Prone. 1 round. So knockdown is for 2 rounds.
I refuse.
Keep hacking away at this thing. Alright, I was trying to prevent that. Okay, so he's got a 2 range. Didn't realize that. Right, that works pretty well. HP is still quite high.
To the weak!
Double great. Alright. This is an L. There's no point in continuing.
It's about time.
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
Alright. Let's start up again, okay? Okay. But he really likes to pick on the balls, yeah? 1, 2. Warrior moves in a straight line and launches a melee against any target in the path. Movement points 6. Okay, so I charge into anyone else. 1, 2, 5, 6. She's starting right up front this time. Starting also right up front. The old man.
Nothing I can't do. We can escape the Emperor's
Good shot, Argenta.
My passions have.
Damn. Knocked everybody down.
Follow my lead.
Cannot heal. Rending Scream. The target makes a toughness test. If failed, the target bleeds for 5 rounds. Toxic Spurt.
Anything else?
My place is at the fore. At your beck and call.
Oh, that was pointless.
Suits my purpose.
Alright. So what's the chance? 25% chance to Oko this guy?
Eradicated.
Yeah, baby. He went into overkill.
Will do.
I will do my duty.
Nice double parry.
do worse, but not by much.
Well, I did miss, no?
On it.
Alright, Edelgard.
Victory is
Alright, that one went a lot better, eh? Choose characteristic. Alright, so any character under the influence of any psychic power get plus 7% recommended tactics, plus 8% ballistic skill, and ballistic skill, unpredictable, bonus to tech use. Never to wear these gloves suffers an injury or falls unconscious. Okay, now what do we do? Oh.
A noble deed.
Don't worry, I'm back. How did you people survive in here? Your words seem to knock the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing. One of the survivors, buckling under the stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking. I'm ready. Begin the ritual. A little faster, please. Don't cut all day. Theodora. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerer's currents, invisible, immortalized, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing while still remaining the same. It's taken the guise of Theodora. The false rogue trader's eyes revealed the entity's truth. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire. A vessel of ancient evil bores into you. The voice seeps directly into your brain, and this voice booms with all the horrors of the warp. Begone, phantom.
This final foul.
He gave his life battling the storm that... As first officer, that Lord Captain Theodora, by
Anals.
right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision, I declare that the successor to the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade and the title of Rogue Tongues, hail your lady.
The deed is done, mistress. To hang the ancestral banners once again and exact vengeance on the enemy.
Hey, was that the prologue? You completed the prologue. Okay, yes, that was a prologue. Cargo management. Open the cargo management screen to learn more about the cargo on your ship. Mount types and percentage being filled up. On the cargo tab, you can see details about the items packed in each cargo slot. If you need to use an item that is already packed, move that item back to your inventory. Cargo is needed when trading with merchants. You will meet them soon. You had us worried for a few hours there. Abelard offers a thin smile, but after witnessing you fearlessly rush into the fray on deck, the only thing that surprises me is how long you stayed on your feet. His strength only left you once the fighting was all over. Such fortitude is most admirable in a Lord Captain. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will also be their first. We sustained massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have had to be filled by the deputies, deputy, etc., while others go unfilled entirely. And now, the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crew. Had we come to lose so many officers? What's on the agenda? You misspoke. Okay, have you succeeded in tracking down Vaudevere? Wait, Abelard, there is an altogether more pressing problem. I do not wish to be the rogue trader. I am ready to start the briefing. Summon the officers. With a gesture, Abelard relays the order to the adjutants at the far end of the magnificent. A dozen pairs of eyes bore into you, the expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, wariness. Attention, officers. You've been granted an honor. Lord Captain Zibalia von Valancius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. As you wish, your ladyship. Vox Faster Vigdis. It's an honor to serve your ladyship. Aboard this vessel, you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and sections. I'm responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between sources. I'm your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Beside her is Rivor, the master helmsman. He steers our ship along the course set by Lord Captain and monitors. Hail, Lord Captain. This here ship's as good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come any. And lastly, High Factorum Janris Danrock, who oversees the material well-being of the ship. High Factorum Janris Danrock. Just in an embroidered jacket, a heavy-set man with oiled hair offers no obsequious smile and bows. It is an honor, your ladyship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comforts. Second row, we have 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard, the Infernus Master, whose crew prevent and extinguish fires on the ship, and lastly, the Judge Master, servant of the Omnis. The officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance, Drive Master offers a salute resembling a dance, involving a complicated manipulation of all the tech priests' mechadendrites. Mechanical fingers. I serve at your pleasure, Lord Captain. We're toiling day and night to compile a full account of the losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your ladyship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are against for attention and that all lost supplies are replaced. There's only one resource I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We've lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately, this number is firm to the scum from the lower deck replaced, but also includes trained professionals. We'll be able to make up our losses on the nearest planet, Rykad Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winterscale Rogue Trader Dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at that level are a matter. Especially true given Caligos Winterscale's penchant to ask questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on it. Guy looks cool, huh? Look at him lighting his blunt with a blowtorch. Heinrich Montag. Yes, Lord Captain. The tall man bows his head in. I can tell that all fires across all decks have been extinguished. Preliminary damage assessment in terms of material loss, crew casualties. Results have been submitted to the Seneschal and the High Factorum. The posts passed to him after the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. Abelard remarks in a low voice pitched only through your ears. This lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. Drives Master, I'll hear from you now. Zyra Talar, a voice distorted by a Vox retranslator, emerges from under the tech priest's scarlet hood.
Lord Captain, the foes that set upon the noble light ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted to my charge is unharmed, thank the Omnissiah, but its spirits mourn its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. With great sorrow, I must report that Engineer Prime Overseer and Spiritual Authority of all tech priests on board fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained in part of him. Most terrible loss. There is no one among our comrades aboard whose experiences and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magus. We require a replacement, and as soon as possible.
I see, thank you. Some of these are like silly responses. Would someone care to translate the esteemed Drive Master's words? These 2 things were like the most clear words any tech priest has ever spoken to me anywhere. Like these oh, it was a girl. Master Helmsman, deliver your report. But you are, Lord Captain, to cut the long story short. The outlook is bleak. The ship's sound, more or less, but without our engine, seer, prime, and navigator, We fell in battle. We have no way out of the system. If we try to set as much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what'll happen first. The warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads. Yeah, no fucking shit. Can't go into the warp without a navigator. Boxmaster Vigdis. Your ladyship, if you will allow me to interject. When we arrived in the system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all the available communication channels in the region. One of them was a Navis Nobilite station. The station maintains complete Vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck, a true blessing from the God Emperor. If I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else you'll soon be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go round and round this system till our heads are swimming, as long as the promethium and supplies last. And if any thick-as-grok shit lowlifes come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out, so don't you worry on that score. And Master of Ordnance, Asher Naitalamo. Asher Naitalamo. The Master of Ordnance gives you a gloomy look. No, my job is simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire where I'm told. But just ask anyone, we've got no crew able. No, Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. So what? Comes the officer's hostile and bitter reply. It is as if a dam has burst inside. The ship's in ruins. Every second officer's dead. And now we've got a Green Lord Captain who's supposed to lead us to void knows where. Silence. The bridge's magnificent glass panes seem to come under the force of Abelard's roar. Enforcers, seize this mutineer. Abelard grunts. If only one officer out of the whole lot of fallen has gone to pieces, that's not bad at all, your ladyship. I do humbly apologize on behalf of the entire crew. The former Master of Ordnance, I should besides find a replacement. That is, we have already won. Besides find a replacement, that is, or we already have one lined up. Stand down, release him. I have no intention. No, he's going to create trouble. Execute him. Experienced Masters of Ordnance are few and far between, so for that reason he may remain in post. I leave his punishment at your discretion. What should we do? What would you have us do with the former Master of Ordnance? Besides find a replacement, but we already have one lined up. Kill him. Consider it done. Take him away. Bye-bye. The brittle laughter of the Master of Ordnance reverberates around the bridge. To summarize, we have sustained serious losses in crew members, and we require a new engineer prime and navigator. Is this all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain, but bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship's systems must be properly inspected for major damage can only be carried out at a Footfall station, home to the only dockyard in the sector. But we will never reach Footfall without first solving these three immediate problems. Can you tell me about the system in which we currently find ourselves? Thank you for your report. Your ladyship, there's one other thing, a confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora Abelard, your eternally esteemed predecessor, brought the ship here to the... She was given a secret commission. Perhaps are wondering who... And I shall tell you, the Lord Inquisitor, the hand of the Emperor, the chief architect of his will in the Coronis. I'd be honored to fulfill the Inquisitor's commission. I came across a strange letter on her desk. It was signed XC. Are you referring to the contents of that note? Is that so? What's the task? And what if I choose to ignore the mission? Xavier Calcazar. Lady T was to seek out Lord Inquisitor's right hand, one Henrix von Kalot. An interrogator, you understand. All I know is that he is somewhere. That's all of it, your ladyship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it doesn't seem that bad. Soon you must take up the reins of the Von Valencia's protect. Abelard gives you another as if trying to gauge how long you hold out under this mountain of problems. Yeah, I got a bunch of people to solve the problems for me. I just point them in the right direction. His face softens slightly, and it seems he's about to offer some words of encouragement. But suddenly, that hot chick shows up. I mean, Adira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. The Sister Battle grimly nods towards Adira. The Psyker is suffering some ailment or dark magic. Madness. The Psyker is suffering some ailment or dark madness. She insisted on seeing the rogue trader. I judged that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. For a brief moment, she sounds hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader. Give me a break. Adira, come to your senses. Abelard, bring this witch to heel. If there's nothing else of value to report, I declare this briefing concluded. Damn it. She presses her fingers to her temples. Your ladyship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard, my head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Break. Or maybe it's dawn, and it's ringing like an echo, like bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? You cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Mistress Talas? No, not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make any sense of it. As soon as I know or sense something, I'll report it, alright? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Lady T was well served by my whispers on... Use the system map in the center of the bridge to issue orders to the crew. The events of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader take place in a vast region of space known as the Corona. The sector is composed of numerous star systems, many of which you will get a chance to visit. You will find yourself scouring the void in search of route systems, discovering more routes as you explore the expanse. What you see before you is the map in one such system. Each star system contains objects you can interact with. Such objects are marked as points of interest. Move your ship to a point of interest, and then click on it to initiate the event or what? Is this like Cyrillic? I see. As your ship makes its way through the system, a strange fatigue falls over you. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the quill you've been using to draw up another order falls from your hands. You raise your head with a start. Someone else is here in your study. You stand up and stare at dozens upon dozens of corpses around you. Among their number, you recognize the disfigured and bloodied faces of those who died on the ship's bridge and those who you met in your previous life. How is this possible? Where are the enforcers posted to stand guard? It matters not. You are alone against a horde of heretics risen from the darkness to take your life. As if its own accord, the shard lying on the edge of the desk, the sole remnant of Hunrag Voigtfir's weapon, slips into your hand. The metal is searing cold. The dead sway from side to side, closing in around you in a nightmarishly slow advance. Step back or else. Kneel before the rogue trader. Stop. All you hear is unintelligible voices, whispers, moans, and laughter. An unbearably bright light floods around everything. You find yourself surrounded by groveling minions, their bodies shivering in your mere presence. Your hands no longer hold a pitiful shard, but a majestic and skillfully crafted sword of strange, unnerving proportions, a curved design, and an unusual hilt adorned with the eye opens wide, revealing a gaze so ancient and dark that it steals your breath away. You have felt this gaze before, there, on the bridge, and the voice that appears in your mind only confirms your guess. The tapestry is woven, the path is chosen. Accept your fate, champion. Yes, master. I am a sword's master, not its servant. Throw the demon blade away. Never! Your body refuses to obey your mind. The handle feels as if it's become one with your hands. You awaken from this vision kneeling next to your desk, clothes drenched in sweat and with a sour taste on your tongue. Your head is ringing and you struggle to recall those faces. Only the deep cut on your palm and the bloodied shard lying on the floor remind You'd rather die than touch the thing again, so you're shaking hand for your Vox and call a servitor. You now have to wait for the mindless automaton to arrive, pick up the cursed object, and head for the void. Item lost, blade shard. What's on my desk? Petunias? No internet connection. Between June 24th and July 15th. That's an old ass event. Why is that not updated? Is this like my big ass bathtub? Water's calming murmurs in the warm stream feel inexplicably deceptive. A moment of weakness and rest promises nothing but danger. I'm all covered in sweat. Positions of the pieces on the board suggest that this is a game of. This hefty tome contains schematics of reports. The documents, a majestic portrait painted by a skilled artist greets Starport, I guess. Oh, right into another hellhole. Excellent. Starport greets you with the din of ordnance and the smell of explosives tickles your nostrils. Difficult to tell through the smoke who is firing at whom. Sergeant Malgar. Did the governor send his personal guards? Don't matter. What are you standing there for? Meat? Are you waiting for the rebels to blast your bucket again for good measure? Skies over the capital are blocked by enemy fire. All aerial traffic has been halted. What pest gave you the... By all the saints, I'm Sergeant Malgar, and you lot report to me now. Straighten yourselves out and drag your asses to me. I'll map out a defense sector. By the end of his tirade, the sergeant's voice grows quieter as his eyes focus. Abelard turns purple. By the holy throne, what is this mess? In a rough spot, old man. Go easy on him. You must be mistaken. I am the rogue trader of House von Valencius. Abelard, enlighten this rabble about the proper manner of greeting. I am the rogue trader von Valencius. How dare you, commoner, on your knees before I blow your brains out. The soldier grows more and more pale at every word you say. As soon as you are done speaking, he falls to his knees. I mistake your ladyship. Didn't recognize you, ma'am. Please pardon my blunder. It's a bloodbath in here. Frag grenade explosion cuts off the rest of the sergeant's. Shrapnel flies everywhere with a piercing scratch in the remains of his forearm that is now adorned. Blood is pouring out of the stump and the soldier's ass. The sergeant curses, and with a rasping cough, the sergeant turns back. Pardon me, ma'am. Sergeant Las Malgar reporting. My unit is holding a starport on the governor's orders. How may I serve? Some dirty dog nearly shot down my shuttle. What's going on here? Do you know if a member of the Inquisition... The word Inquisition, the sergeant's face fills with awe. Don't know, ma'am. There definitely hasn't been any visitors like that on my watch. You might have to inquire at the headquarters, ladyship. Ma'am. What's going on here? Unrest, ma'am. Armed rebellions in both the capital and the provinces. First the lower levels sparked, then it went up the spires. They hit the Vox hubs, arsenals, the mag train stations. My unit was here when it all went to shit. The tech priest linked this with satellite reported sightings of strange void ships in the system. They were orbiting the star until one of them set Joris. The governor took precautionary measures in order to ensure security at key facilities. Everyone knows that whenever something's not right, you better double your ward details. The alarm was raised, and we were sent to secure the starport. That's the only reason we were able to hold it. There's an unidentified void ship. There is fighting in the capital, but we're holding strong, giving no quarter. The Emperor protects. Who are you anyway? What caused a rebellion? How can some pathetic rebellion be cause enough for such a lackluster welcoming ceremony? Pat him on the shoulder. You're doing fine work, Malgar, and so are your troops to hold the Imperium together. Cannot leave you and your people without aid. Reinforcements will be sent. No. Okay, pat him on the shoulder. You're doing fine work. Live to serve. The sergeant's eyes are gleaming with pride. His expression is that of genuine happiness. I'm going to see the governor. If I may report, ma'am, as long as the rebels keep shooting their damned anti-aircraft battery, there's absolutely no way to shuttle you to the governor. They would have to be on foot, and the streets are dangerous. I have no one to send with you as an escort. I signed all available troops to accompany the esteemed tech priest to the governor. I will voxcast orders to them to wait for you, and I'll inform headquarters. They better send out a convoy to meet you halfway. Meanwhile, we will follow the governor's orders and hold the line here. Zira, you're a good soldier, but you've got a lot of blood on your hands, both yours and others. You know, the same hand that salutes right now might falter in darkness. Epaulets? Epaulets. Epaulets? Epaulets. Epaulets. Okay, new words. Epaulets. Definition. Oh, military decoration. Epaulets. Epaulets. Pardon me, my lady, but I can't get my head around these fancy words you're saying. I've seen plenty of blood, sure, but trust me, I'll fight to my last drop. Is the path dangerous? Shit, he already said it is. What is a tech priest? Shut the fuck up. You're a good soldier. Who cares? Here, you said that. You are a fool. The governor, who is safe in the rear, has left you for dead. Here you are preaching about glory. A good fighter would have long since reclaimed the starport. Move out and attack, you cowardly knave. Okay, is it dangerous? What lies me there? Nothing good. Those bastards will shoot anyone walking the streets. Our own troops were ordered to fire without warning. You better move with caution, ma'am. On top of everything else, we mined the streets when we were pulling out. His remark about mines lodges itself in your memory. More than anything, you will need to watch the ground and not your surroundings. You'd rather risk a shot from a rebel or a jittery soldier than experience a few handfuls of lethal frag shrapnel resting on explosive Vaseline. I live to serve. In your travels, you will hear many rumors. Those of them that are deserving of road trader attention are logged in a separate action. Sometimes rumors are just that, other times there's truth to them, and in some cases there may be even more. To verify rumor travel, while traversing the Coronis expanse as a rogue trader, you are bound to hear rumors regarding your own deeds and exploits, some of which reflect the reaction of the expanse. Speeding up animations in combat. In combat, you can significantly increase animation speed of enemies and allies. To do so, key space by default. In the options menu, you can enable stop people game. No, it's already at max. Auto end turn. Pause on loading screen off. Rebel agitator 43. Who's the agitator? This guy's in charge. Bruiser. We should just let them come to us. Well, Elmo way? There we go. He just killed his friend. You want to die? I'm able to change equipment in combat.
What is this foreboding?
I've suffered worse.
Each strike is a prayer. My feet shake me.
It will be done.
Slaughter
Oh, I
someone.
didn't even see that thing there.
But of course.
Nice shot. Argenta. Reminds me of... Who's that food guy who... 86 himself. Anthony Bourdain. Daria Argenta, right? His wife was an actress. Daughter of the director. There we go. The barley, y'all.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh my way.
My ears are ringing.
16%, 40%, 40%. Oi, oi, oi.
I'm not so sure.
I need to get some more med kits.
Not.
And we are striking out.
Hold on.
Suits my purpose.
Got him. She just killed guy in charge. That leaves them with 2. Not exactly sure how that just played out.
Tried and tested
It wasn't
tactics
what I
are the
wanted.
best ones. At your beck and call.
Zabolia. Black chest plate. 6 to 8. Las gun 5 to 7. Wow, this really breaks it down for you, which it doesn't usually do. Let's see if we're getting stuck in the streets. She should have a las gun. Las pistol it is. Why is everyone walking around all weird? Blind? Everyone's blind?
I won't tolerate knee and bow before.
Alright, there's a lot of rebels. 5. This one. Yes, 5. 17. And we're gonna goad them into out my way. Like quick.
On it. Eradicated.
Nice shot, Argenta.
Victory is imminent.
All too easy. I'm not the enemy.
Cool.
Let's
Really
make it
awesome.
Quick.
Well, I think we're gonna get to it soon. With the highest HP.
Anything else?
There we go.
Doubt is for the.
Nice shooting, Hoss. Jeez. Kill 1.
Indeed.
Cocky Clemmer. Hedra's almost dead. Or...
Suits my purposes. Not a problem for me. Opposing me.
Just a.
Hold on. How is he still alive?
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor.
One fewer time. At your beck and call.
Goodbye.
Here we go.
I don't want to happen again. I used this last turn.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Nice.
I will do my duty.
Primitive knife. Trash. 6 to 9. 8 to 12. Whenever the wearer deals damage to an enemy, movement points. Finally, my tank's got some shoes on.
I'll
She's
lay
not really a
claim to the
tank.
star.
There's a trap up ahead. Order your character to disable. If a character enters a trapped area or fails the test, the trap will trigger. Sometimes you will see a trap marked with a red area. Connect a dot in the line. This line leads to the mechanism. Hover your cursor over the mechanism until it changes.
Fire on the nearest target! Don't kill the tech priest! We need to take him alive!
And let the enemy breathe no.
You do it! Hold back!
Our new friend, Task. The man dressed in crimson should not have survived an explosion like that. However, he's alive. You hear
Not another step.
Blood, this is no time for your composure. Lose composure. Stop immediately, or have you thrown to the remains contemptuous silence. Blood steps forward to shield you from the street.
Priest, and graciously grant.
Tech Priest stares resolutely forward, his mechadendrite tentacles rising gracefully around his hunched figure, which is illuminated by the flames of smoldering remains of it. How did you manage to kill off a slew of people and blow up a machine without even see the governor? Who are you? You must be quite devoted to your mentor to be willing to wade into this mess for him. I invite you to join my retinue. You appear to be injured, you should go back. Found a consumable. Grenade stimulants, medkits, and other consumables. Kinda what I figured was gonna happen. Minutemen, huh? Streets are capital. I sure do like those turrets, though. Why do I have to fight? Fight my way through the starport. I'm gonna clear the streets now. Find out what is going on. It's a fucking rebellion. What do you mean, what's going on? Who cares why? I don't give a fuck. Oh. Pascal has a las gun equipped. It looked like he had a big hammer. Like his backpack looked like the head of the hammer, doesn't it? And doesn't the las gun look like... The upper way extends across a wide bridge which is suspended high above roiling water of a river below. The bridge is densely packed with imposing and ostentatious buildings designed to called borderline heretical. I did not do that. Young warden. The young man in a planetary guard uniform looks very pale. There's a feverish gleam in his eyes. Your ladyship, at last. Private Camille Regius at your command. Isn't Camille a girl name? He hesitates. I was in the convoy the governor sent out to meet you. The convoy was ambushed by rebels and I'm the only survivor. Nevertheless, I'm ready to show you the way to the command center. The success to failure ratio of combat objectives completion frequency. I will advise the local ruler to seek my Tech Priest's words make the Private Regius grow pale and instinctively pull his helmet down tighter. Oh, it's so sad. What is it, soldier? Why are you so nervous? Please forgive me, your ladyship. I was left all alone, and it's been scary waiting for you. That's why. How did you make it out alive? What can you tell me about the insurgency? Enough talking. Well, what's going on, I guess. There's not a lot to tell. We were taught that the ungrateful rebel often rebels against lawful authorities. Okay, yeah, that's... Private says, 2 major earthquakes in both hemispheres with lots of concurred with something that shouldn't have, and we had lives lost to a series of explosions. Then on top of that, there were new taxes. The governor needed to be able to replant. The young man falls silent and looks at you with apprehension. Do not dare badmouth the governor. Are you implying it's the governor's fault? Has the governor tried negotiating with the insurgent? Ha, when has any noble ever tried negotiating with riffraff? Which is to say, no, he hasn't. And to tell you the truth, I don't think it would have helped. There's more to this rebellion than meets the eye. So about the rebellion, well, where was I? There was rumors that it was all happening for a reason. The earthquakes, the red robes problems, and then there were those no eyes, scratched them out by the looks of it. And they kept going on about the final dawn. You know, the end of the world is near, repent or you'll be... I don't know when they first began to appear, but they've definitely been out here for at least a year. Some got caught and burned, of course, but heretic burnings aren't exactly rare. They catch someone every month. That's why nobody noticed the new ones for a while. But as soon as the rebellion started, there were hundreds of them coming out of woodwork, wandering about, muttering away, and none of them had eyes. Just that you can't tell anymore if the rebellion is just because of taxes or if the end of the world really is coming. No matter what the fucking rebellion is about. Why does anyone ever rebel? Because they're fucking upset about some stupid shit. Right? Command center. Yes, your ladyship. Thanks for the heads up. Temple doors not budged, but maybe blocked by rubble on the other side. Mr. Squad.
We should deal with this.
No, you idiot! Why the fuck did you do that? I am displeased with that outcome. What a pussy. Brutal strike. Jeez. And he gets his bonus +2.
At your beck and call.
Ice. Got him. Ah, I love the passion in her voice. I'd like it a little better if she got one more damage.
facing me with...
I know what is to... But of course.
Request approved.
It will be done. I took care of this one.
And thy light I crave. The Emperor commands. You, my Emperor. I'll do it.
Finally out of juice, huh?
I've suffered worse.
The ball, yeah? The ball, yeah? I don't really think it's that funny. And you know how people sometimes think jokes
on the battlefield.
are like way funnier than they are. Thinking that the name Zabalia is like the funniest thing ever. I just like saying it. It makes me wonder, when would a German person say that in an English accent to somebody? Some chick like giving a BJ and like she's instructed to suck the balls and she's like, Zabalia. Damn it.
Explore Trusto.
An exemplary strike. One fewer target.
Just for the weak.
How is this possible? Updating data catalog. The characteristic tendency of the planetary defense forces of Reichad Minor is to run into ambushes is not a consequence of chance or negligence. It can only be explained as some twisted variation of combat tactics. This phenomenon is depressing. How curious. That is the second squad under your lead that ended in rebel ambush. Do you have anything to say? Help the wounded man. It's alright. We're gonna bandage you up. I'll help you up now, but as soon as we reach the governor, you're going into custody. Enough. I cannot afford the risk of, I don't know, patch him up. Get up, bitch. Seems red as rain, as they say. Taunting scream will be coming when she has better armor. Until then, sworn. The soldier gives a sign that they are about to open fire. The soldier and their allies will automatically begin spending all their movement points to dash through allies and enemies bladed fire. The next ranged area attack made by the soldier does an edge. I do put her up behind them. The soldier immediately spends all their AP and the character hiding behind cover has a chance. Okay, so she can go. So if she's at 60%, but you can do it at the end of the turn.
Embrace the darkness, brothers, for these times shall not come to pass. And we are all that stands between oblivion and the hope for another tomorrow. May the light illuminate the darkest of corridors and scorch hellfire upon all those whom oppose the true God King.